Are you here for the tea? Then, we got you covered. Someone recently posted in an online entertainment forum for juicy tidbits of old celebrity gossip. Here is what they had to say. Do you remember when Jessica Alba was kidnapped and missing for 14 hours before being found gagged and tied up in the back of a trunk? Me either. When she was working on the set of Flipper in 1996 as a 15-year-old teenage girl, she was suddenly gone. Thankfully, she was found, but the perpetrator remains anonymous. I don't know if I would call this a scandal, but it's a terrifying story with a happy ending. Did you know that in June 1996, Robert Downey Jr. was stopped by the police after driving naked on Sunset Boulevard with the possession of cocaine, heroin, and a firearm? Fortunately, he's turned his life around and is now a superhero to millions. On June 9, 1994, Lisa "Left Eye" Lopez burned her then Atlanta Falcons boyfriend Andre Rison's $1.3 million home. They were involved in a toxic relationship where he abused and cheated on her. Someone suggests he went on a shopping spree and bought loads of sneakers, and when she discovered there weren't any in her size, she put them in the bathtub and set them on fire. I think there were other relationship issues, but this was like the straw that broke the camel's back. On June 14, 1991, Julia Roberts was supposed to marry Flatliners co-star Kiefer Sutherland. However, right before their wedding, she ran off with his best friend, Jason Patric. Someone confesses, I recently stumbled across Kiefer and Jason's podcast and was genuinely shocked they were able to reconcile. I doubt I could in that situation. Madonna is no stranger to controversy and scandal. Her song, Justify My Love, from her Erotica album, was banned from MTV. They eventually played it at night. Someone also mentions, Madonna's sex book had people lining up at midnight at stores to get a copy of it. It had images of her and other people doing, well, you know. On July 17, 1988, a home adult film with Rob Lowe was leaked to the press. In the videotape, Lowe engages in a steamy encounter with a 16-year-old Atlanta girl, Lena Jan Parsons, and her 23-year-old friend, Tara Sebert. A final user mentions, it pretty much stopped his career for a few years. Did you know that Monica punched Brandy in the face at the 1998 VMA Awards? According to one, it was right before they got on stage to perform The Boy Is Mine, and that's why they never promoted the song. When Robin Givens spoke out against the domestic abuse and violence she suffered at the hands of Mike Tyson, it was quite the scandal. One notes, she was named one of the most hated women for speaking out about it. How Tyson was excused for that is beyond me. He's one of the most renowned fighters of all time, and people blamed Robin for being beaten by him. In 1995, Hugh Grant cheated on his 8-year relationship partner Elizabeth Hurley with a sex worker named Divine Brown. Of course, numerous people in the comments can't believe anyone would cheat on her because she's so gorgeous, but come on. Looks have nothing to do with it. Lots of beautiful people are cheated on every day. Apparently, he had just watched his film 9 months and was displeased with his performance before one thing led to another. On May 2, 1997, police pulled over Eddie Murphy over on Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood with Shalimar Sully, a known transgender sex worker. Police did nothing about it, and Murphy insists he was being a good Samaritan and just offering a woman at 4:45 a.m. home. Needless to say, it was quite a scandal. We are living in a culture of being cancelled for what we do today, think tomorrow, and did at any point in our life if it's awful enough. Numerous famous people have come under scrutiny for devious and domestic acts. 15 famous people that were unfairly cancelled or blacklisted in Hollywood. Celebrities are often placed high up on a pedestal and extended forgiveness and forgetfulness on things you and I would never get away with. Call it stardom, or acknowledge its money. Nonetheless, some famous people did despicable things that people have forgotten or don't know about. An online discussion named these public figures. Were you aware? 20 celebrities who did tragically terrible things that most people don't remember. Are there any comedians that you just do not find funny and don't understand why they get so many laughs? You're not alone. Recently, Someone asked an online entertainment forum about which comedians they don't think have ever been funny. 15 comedians the internet says were never funny to begin with. Are there any habits or things you find unattractive about people? You've got a company. Men recently took to an online forum to discuss the grossly unattractive things women do. But, of course, these are not my opinions before you come at me in the comments. 15 disgustingly unattractive things men cannot stand that women do. What is the most successful lie in history? Recently, a man took to an internet forum with this question, and the subsequent discussion provided these answers. 15 most successful lies in the history of man. Source: Reddit.